Well, hey, collective, I'm back. I actually got a video out and published this today that's pretty interesting. It's called Quantum Ascension. And it's got all this stuff about ETs in it. It's pretty weird. It's woo, woo alert, you know, woo advisory, deep woo, I call it. Anyway, I told you in that video that I got up this morning and again, my car was dead again. This is the third time it has happened within a week, okay? And I'm working with a shop here in town, and so I was like, I expected it. I really did. I went and picked it up yesterday, and I thought it was going to be okay, and I was all happy about it and everything, and oh boy, you know, I was even stupid, you know. I was like, oh, this did only cost half what I thought it would, so now I'm going to buy a new iPad because I really wanted one, you know. Like this is my old iPad that I've had now for 7 years or something, and it's got a cracked screen and shit, and it can't be updated and everything, and I really wanted to buy one on a Prime Day, so I did. I came home and found one and bought it, and so now it's on its way to me. But you know, I filled up my credit card some more with that, and I don't have much more space on that credit card for any more goddamn car repairs. Okay, and this guy at the shop's been telling me, he's been running me around in circles, and he did all kinds of stuff that wasn't very nice, but it was really subtle, you know. Like when I said, couldn't you just put the car back together and let me have it for 24 hours? Well, he said, well, if you were my mother, I'd advise you not to do that. You know, that was like his way of like sticking it to me, like, you're an old lady. You know, like it was a backhanded insult, and I knew it. And another thing that happened, I think this is more, you know, that, you know, slow dagger stuff where the whole network in town is trying to get one person, right? And they're trying to make it look like this is just random shit going on at the shop, but I don't believe that. And I think they even set up when I came in the second time, or the first time to bring my car to their shop, an older couple came in while I was waiting. And the owner of the shop came out and said, I'm just gonna, he said, the man said, how much do we owe you? And he said, I'm just gonna eat it, because you know I don't know what he said, and I didn't know, but I immediately got the feeling that was just set up to make me feel bad. Okay, like he knows that I'm a senior citizen. He knows I'm alone. He knows I don't have any help. He knows all that, and that I need to get rides. I told him all that. Okay. And he was going to let me walk home. I told him I need a ride to be picked up when this is ready because I got a bum knee. And he said, okay. He goes, have a nice walk home. He wasn't going to offer me a ride home. It's only 2.5 blocks, collective. I had to ask the tow truck driver to drive me home, and he did. Anyways, then I had to leave it at the shop, then I got it back, and then it broke again, and then I got it back and it was working for a minute, and then it broke again, okay? And the owner's making weird decisions. He's not telling me in advance what he's gonna do and stuff. So last night I got into it. I'm like, these people are fucking with me. I finally realized that. I tried to give them the benefit of the doubt, but so many things happened that clued me in that this was just more, you know, group harassment, that I decided to appeal to the spiritual realm, and I asked my spiritual guides to come down and take care of it for me. I said, you got to take care of this. I said, if this is people sending intentions at me to keep me, you know, on foot, to keep me trapped here, and to upset me and everything, then I think these intentions should be returned to them tenfold. And because they're doing it to my car, I said, I think 10 cars over at that shop should not be able to start tomorrow, including the owners. I even put that on top. I made a specific request this time, okay? And then when I got up, of course, my car wouldn't start, and I was really bummed. I was like, oh shit. There's no hope for me. I really felt like that. I felt hopeless. And I tried to get in touch with the owner of the shop all day long. He wouldn't return my call. He didn't return my call until 4:30. a half hour before closing time, of course. And he said, but his demeanor has suddenly changed. He before was like starting to slide into this kind of snarky, mean shit, with me. All of a sudden it's like, oh, well, we'll do everything we can. I'll send one of my guys over before the end of the day to get the battery, and we'll charge it all night. We'll see what we can do. And just be out in front, and he'll take the battery and take it back to the shop. And I go, okay, great. I said, did you exhaust every avenue of looking for the part? Well, we tried, but no, not really. We didn't really. I said, why did you refurbish the part without telling me first? Because that was $200 worth of labor they charged me, okay? Plus $100 for the first time it was in the shop. So now I've got $300 on my credit card, right, that I can't afford, $300 more debt, and a car that still doesn't work. It's really pissing me off. So anyway, he said, no, I didn't really. And I said, well, what about if I took over that and tried to go on eBay and get the part or something? Yeah, you could do that. But meanwhile, we'll try this. So meanwhile, the guy shows up. He takes the battery out, and he's like, well, Jesus Christ. He looks down in there, excuse my French, and he goes, this battery's leaking acid all over the place. This is a really old battery. I said, yeah, I was just discussing with the owners of the shop whether or not it's time to just replace the damn battery. And I did ask him that. He said, yeah, probably we could do that, and it probably will work okay if we do that. So he sent me back home with a shitty old battery, even after I discussed that with him before. I did discuss it with him before. Oh, no, if we do that, it'll just be the same shit all over again. That's when they decided to refurb the part without asking me. So anyway, they're going to charge the battery up all night, and if it don't work, we're going to try to put a new battery in. And the guy that I talked to just now said, yeah, that might actually work. But the kicker, okay, listen to this, collective. The cherry on top in this story is that I found out from this guy that all the swamp coolers in that shop broke all at the same time. Sometime recently, like in the last couple days.
Okay, collective, I'm not glad that their swamp coolers broke. I'm not really, but I thought they sort of deserved it. And it's 100 degrees here. It's 100. It's really, really hot here. It's like hotter than you know where. And so I think this spell work that was returned, it was really done in a very efficient way, because the way they did it, everyone in that shop has to suffer. So I think the owner didn't call me back here because he was literally putting out fires all day. He said they haven't been replaced yet. He had to order all new swamp coolers. Okay? Whoa.
And I started wondering, maybe this magic return thing does work, because there was a big change in his demeanor when I talked to him today. We'll do everything we can to help you. Okay. Like he's switching from there's nothing we can do. Like the last conversation I had with him was like, well, your car's 20 years old and it's really hard. They just don't even make these parts anymore, But you know what? This guy is he's such a liar, because all over parked in the lot of his car shop are all these vintage cars. He fixes old cars all the time. And you're telling me you can't get a part for a 20-year-old Dodge truck? Get out of here, okay? He didn't even try, collective. He sent me home with a mess. And then my angels went over there and broke all the fucking swamp coolers for me. I think so. I'm so sick of this shit. I am so sick of this shit.
But collective, I gotta say, I'm really, really grateful too. I'm so grateful. Okay. These people are like inverted Masons that are doing this stuff to me. They're really sick. The original Masonic ideals included it helping widows and orphans, okay? I'm a senior citizen. I'm all alone. They should be helping me, okay? Not sabotaging me, not
stalking and harassing me, to isolation, trying to kill me and get me to kill myself. My God. That's right. My God. I asked my God to help me. And I got help. And I believe it. I believe that God did that to those swamp coolers, the same as I believe God took down that drone that they sent to attack me last summer. Because otherwise, how would I find my way to a link in a story in Popular Mechanics about a drone going down? I found a link about it right after that. It went down right after that.